Guys, let's start the show now. This sounds like, what are we on, Sports Center here?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Paulie, why don't we let you do the introductions, Paul? Because obviously everybody else needs to be quiet. Paulie, so how
I don't know anybody else here, but I know Epic, my man Dean, and my main man Chaz Palminteri, aka the original boss, A Bronx Tale, and me, Paulie Cigars, or Casa Grande Cigars.
Perfect, right. perfect.
Beautiful.
So
thank you, Paul.
When did you meet Chaz? Do you know Chaz like going way back, or is this something that just kind of happened?
Chaz is the reason I was even born, because when he was a singer with a group called Chaz years ago, my parents, one of their first dates, my dad grew up with Chaz, and he took her to see Chaz sing, and he sang "Let's Get It On," and I was conceived that night. My dad tells that story all the time, and that's a true story, and Chaz will tell that story. And I went to go see A Bronx Tale when I was a very little guy, and he was annoyed with us, so we didn't tell him we were coming, and I was on the front row, and he told my dad, never come and not tell me if you're in the front row, and never sit in the front row. So he never did again.
A beautiful thing. There you go. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about this evening and the three of you, but especially Chaz. We're here in particular not only to introduce the Bronx Tale that Dean Parsons with Epic Cigar has assisted in putting out with you. And I know Paulie's been a big part of this get-together. But, folks, this evening, we're also going to be having this bottle from our man Johnny Soyak of Cigar in the Bottle. And Frank has got that up there. And, folks, basically what is happening, what's so special about this box, is that Johnny has come up with a wonderful bottle, thought of having a cigar placed in the bottle. All right. And then in this bottle alone is an actual first time I've ever seen it in my life. And I think the rest of us could say the same. Here, if you look here, this is the bottom. You actually open up the bottom of the cigar with the cap, and it has the cigar is actually in it. And here you go. Chaz has actually signed a Bronx Tale cigar in Black Magic R marker, and I'm telling you, this is a first. This is an absolute first. I don't think I've ever seen anyone sign a cigar before in my life. I think this is a first. So this is as rare as it comes. All right, you're never going to see.
The cigar will taste better, obviously.
The cigar, well, you don't smoke this cigar. This is not going to be a cigar that I think anyone wants to smoke. And but this is part of the silent auction that we're going to have tonight here for Chaz's Foundation. And Chaz, if you remember about signing this, can you tell the audience a little bit about your foundation and what this bottle is going to be worth, hopefully, to help you?
Yeah. My Childreach Foundation, my wife and I and a gentleman named Phil Foley started it, maybe 20 years ago. And for the past 20 years, we've been raising money for two things: children with thalassemia and also law enforcement, for the widows of law enforcement, anything to do with law enforcement. If God forbid, when a woman, when her husband gets killed on the line of duty, we send them checks. Also, when if someone has an illness, special needs, police with special needs, anything to do with children, we try to take care of them. Anything.
That's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
We raised over a few $1 million, and and all the money goes to the cause. I don't take a salary. Nobody in my staff takes a salary. This is done from the heart. We work with Joanne Patrice, who runs Blue Lives Matter. We work together with them, and 100% of the donation,
right?
It's a 501 tax deductible, all goes to the charity.
Fantastic, Chaz.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
When Paul approached me about the cigar, I said, I have other things that I have my own wine. But I drink wine. And I said, I'm not really a big cigar smoker. So I felt a little funny in doing a cigar. I didn't want to be perceived as a phony.
Right.
But I do once in a while with my friends do a cigar. But I don't want to come off as like this big cigar smoker. And I said, no. And then I said, let me just think about it. Then when I thought about it, I said, well, wait a minute. My grandfather was a big cigar smoker, like huge. So then I said, well, wait a minute. If I could write something, and then I wrote this whole thing that you have in the box. It's in the front, and I'm paraphrasing. What I said was, this cigar, the Colodro, is dedicated to my grandfather, Colodro, who came to America in 1912 on the name of I forgot the name of the ship. When he landed, he knelt down on the ground, which is all true, kissed the ground, and thanks for being in America. And this cigar is dedicated to my grandfather, who always loved a good glass of wine, a family, good food, and a great cigar. And so, and this cigar is dedicated to him and all the other immigrants who came to this country with just a dream. So I think this cigar, people who don't even smoke cigars will buy this and give it as a gift to their father, their uncle. I think women will buy it, and even who don't smoke cigars, because it's anybody who came to America, which we all are immigrants, can use this and buy it.
Yep.
Fantastic honor to your grandfather for sure.
Yeah,
and just the thought of it is fantastic. So, Paulie, did you put Dean and Chaz together, or did Dean just come to you? How did the connection of getting Chaz his cigar guys, how did that come about?
Well, about 10 years ago, when I said I want to make a Bronx Tale cigar, he actually said, do it. He said, but like, just do it here. And it just kind of like blew up. And when I said to him, like, we really have to take this to another level, if people are really wanting this. I have 7 to 10 cigar rollers, and I never have a full humidor. It's a good problem to have, but I would never be able to keep up with both. So what I did was I reached out to Dean from Epic to make sure that I had the resources to make the blend that I wanted, but with a factory that could actually make them, and me keeping La Casa Grande Cigar Factory here in the Bronx running. I didn't want to try to do both. I didn't want to try to make a bunch of cigars and then the quality go down because I'm trying to keep up with the store, supply. So That's why I reached out to Dean. It's a great story. Dean is, he's hustling in the business. He's well known, and he's kind of reminds me of myself. We remind each other. I remind him of himself. He reminds me of myself, and we just came together and thought it was a good fit.
Paul DiSilvio is the best kept secret, in the industry. What he's created in the Bronx, his factory, for 20 years is unbelievable. And if you haven't gone there, you need to go there and really see what he's done. He's brought these rollers in, and these guys are second to none. I mean, they're all in, I think probably they're all in their 60s now. So he certainly could have done this on his own. And, I've seen him. I've known Paulie. We've been working on this project for over 2 years now. And, when Paulie came to me, I'm like, I was a big fan of Chaz, big fan of the movie. I'd seen the movie dozens of times before Paulie even came to me. So, a little bit starstruck, and then it was probably a year or even longer before I had a chance to meet Chaz. And now we've met several times and spent some time together. So it's a true privilege. And the more I get to know Chaz and understand his passion for not just cigars, but life and business and people and charity, it's a home run. And we're certainly humbled, my team, with Epic and Xander Gregg and our factory and what we have, we're focusing all our resources on this right now. And we're really blessed to have the opportunity to do this. And it's a special thing, and we're just getting started. So
Dean, can you tell us a little bit what's a cigar going to be like?
Well, as Paulie said, Paulie had the concept of a blend in his mind and what he wanted to bring forward, and we had met and smoked and exchanged cigars and stuff. But the final blend, produced out of our factory is a Habano wrapper, Dominican binder, Nicaraguan filler, medium body. We didn't want it to be too strong, and I even remember talking with Chaz about that, and Paulie. We wanted something with a lot of flavor, but not too strong, because we want something, it can be a gift. It can be something everyone can smoke from the first time guy to a seasoned smoker. So
right.
This first one is mild to medium, Ecuador Habano wrapper, as I said, and we're really excited. And the first edition comes in a box press format, the 10-count box.
Okay, so it'll be a box press. First
Nice.
edition. Do you plan on other Vitola in that sizes? And
We do. Yeah, and it's all on approval with Chaz, and we're working on a number of things. So yeah.
If somebody wanted to put it in order for the box, could they do that now?
Yes.
Well, I must have hundreds of people asking for it right now. What I'm doing is I'm holding their I'm answering their question, saying it's coming in a couple of weeks. They will be able to order it off my site, because my site will have a link to Epic to wherever Dean's selling it, and that's how that's going to work.
What is the site? Give them the site.
Well,
My
I think
site
right
is
now.
LCG. I'm sorry, my site is lcgcigars.com, and if you go to the event November 1st, you can actually get a box signed for you by Chaz that night. So that's a good. But if you can't get there, you'll get it from this site or from Dean's site. And Dean, tell them where your site is.
Yeah, cigarstandard.com will have it as soon as we're ready to start shipping, as Paulie said. But if I was really after this cigar right now, I would be reaching out to Paulie and grabbing the first ones coming to him next week. So
Beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I know we have
Yeah.
1,000 boxes coming right away, and that's going to be gone right away.
That'll be
Yes.
Anybody that's listening, if you really want these, make sure you call Paulie right away.
Well, and to be able to have a box signed by Chaz, that's there's one thing getting the box, but getting a signed box.
That's
Right.
epic.
Well, wait a
epic.
minute.
Not only that, don't forget what we're here for the silent auction for
Right, and
Cigar
they-
Bottle that
Right.
is going to have the Chaz cigars in there. So let's go. We're at $500 right now. It's a steal, guys. Come on. A signed cigar by Chaz in a bottle of one of the finest cognacs you're going to get by
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Cigar in a Bottle.
Hold on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Whoever ends up buying the bottle, okay, you can you send Paulie an email at his thing, and I will meet you at my restaurant, and we will take a photo together around the bottle.
wow,
Nice.
wow,
Nice.
nice.
Whoever does it, whoever does buy it, you come to the restaurant, and we will take a photo. We'll take a photo together. How's that?
That's awesome. That is awesome. Really good.
Fantastic.
Hold on. I'll even go
Uh-oh.
one more. You come
Uh-oh.
to my restaurant, we'll take a photo together, and I will buy you and your wife or somebody else dinner. How's that?
Oh, my God. I know
Okay.
a couple of people on the East Coast who's going to be looking for this bottle. Believe me.
Okay, Chaz. See, he's making it tough. Okay, guys. So because Chaz has been incredibly generous,
Wow.
whoever buys that bottle is also gonna get a box of Bronx Tale.
Whoa!
If Chaz is okay with it. If Chaz is okay with it.
I think
If Chaz and Paulie are okay with that.
Absolutely. It's for my charity, no question. No
Perfect.
And I
So now
recommend
you're adding
Bronx
the
Tale.
box of Bronx Tale retail is $240. So
I'm in for $1,000. James
Wow.
Archie.
I love it.
James Archie.
Whoa. Whoa.
James,
$1,000 right now.
There it is.
James is the. I'm telling you, folks.
$1,000. Let's go.
He
Let's
can
go.
be beat, folks.
Get us there, folks.
Come on.
Remember, you're going to get a dinner for two,
Yeah.
Right.
At Chaz's
But
restaurant.
Picture with Chaz at the dinner.
Yes. Yeah, with pictures
Chaz.
of Chaz at the dinner. Plus, you're going to get a box. A box.
Yeah, look at Dean's going to show you the box. Bring that up
Dean is
close again, Frank, because that box is just absolutely unbelievable. Look at that class. Total class, man.
The rounded corners. I mean, look at this. It's rounded, rounded.
It's
corners.
awesome.
Beautiful box,
That's
man.
incredible.
Belmont Avenue, man. Come on.
That
It's a
lacquer
beautiful.
finish is outrageous.
Beautiful.
Chances are you're not going to be able to get that box in
I
a
know.
few days
I know.
because they're going to sell out.
That's probably already sold out. I mean, that's how quickly these things are flying. So
Wow.
let's go. Let's get to that number, folks, because
1,700, man. You're going to get a signed flag of labels made by Lou.
But the money's going for a great
great
cause.
Great job.
That's the main
Yes,
thing here.
yes.
folks,
Exactly.
you know.
This is what it's all about, man.
Paulie, what are we going to get if we get there to 1,700?
It's a portrait made by Lou. He makes a lot of art with cigar labels for, and he put it with an American flag. It's just an amazing picture,
Yep.
and it was signed by, and it was handcrafted, and we were, and I kept it for myself. Really, I'm gonna part with it. It's signed by Chaz. Chaz signed it. So I'm going to part with it if we get to the 1,700. Now, if you're not in New York and you can't get to Chaz's restaurant, I'll do something even better. I'll send out a $200 gift basket from Arthur Avenue Retail Market, which is it's a gift basket with prosciutto, provolone, and I'm talking about aged stuff, bread from the Bronx, Italian goods, a lot of imports from Italy. If you can't eat over here, I'll send you a $200 gift basket from Arthur Avenue, which is the real Little Italy. And I'll have all that charcuterie and antipasto stuff that you need.
Vic Shaw of Norwood Royal Cigars. He's one of our sponsors, a fantastic guy. He said if we get to 2,500, he's going to throw in his own Don V cigar box.
Awesome.
What a fantastic cigars they are too.
We're really proud of what we've accomplished so far, and the potential for this is massive. And
it's a great story behind the cigar and a great cause that we have going here. So this has been an epic night.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I feel its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful.